What's up, nerds? Back with another video. In this video, we're going to be keeping the streak of daily uploads alive, and instead of doing a cat video or a rabbit video, we're going to do a little bit of a vlog video and a little bit of a real quick story time from the book. So this is a slight spoiler for Dune. This happens way far down the Dune storyline, so it's nowhere near the movies, but if you care about the movies and stuff, you know, here's your spoiler. And so in the books, Dune books, there is a character who dies and is brought back to life, and he is brought back to life in a way that is recognized in the universe, right? You know, accepted as, okay, you could bring people back to life, but they're brought back to life as a different person, with a different conscience, a different soul or whatever, but they're a different person, right? No one has been brought back as themselves. And what happens is they bring back one of Paul's servants for decades, right? Who has, you know, lived and breathed Atreides, and they implant him with a program to kill Paul. And so the program goes off and he attempts to kill Paul, but the body's knowledge won't let him. And the body rejects the programming and rejects that like awareness and says, no, you're not that. You are this guy. And it restores his memories, and he becomes the first Gola, you know, the first zombie basically to recover its memories and be, you know, a person, a true person brought back to life, right? And why do I say this story? So I recently had a conversation with someone who is the, you know, embodiment of, and, you know, does a lot of the actions of things that I don't really want to be, right? You know, things I've tried to improve on myself, right? And these are things that I've thought of, but I haven't had a, you know, manifestation of them, right? So I have this manifestation of these thoughts and this energy in my life, and I'm confronted with this energy and this, you know, these thoughts, and I couldn't, even now it makes like my skin tingle, like thinking about like me being that kind of, like being that kind of a person, having that kind of energy, having that kind of like, you know, emotion or whatever. Like I just know from my body, like my body is telling me inside, it's like, dude, this is not you. This is not you. This is not what you want to be. This is not who you are. This is like, this is me, my genetic energy or whatever, rejecting the fundamental core of this, like, you know, of this person's argument or whatever. And it was interesting because I talk a lot about knowing versus understanding. So I knew the things that this guy talked about. I know this, you know, this is simple. We know these things, right? But I don't understand them. It's like, oh yeah, I know, it's great to know things, right? But do you really understand the information, right? Because there is a very distinct difference. And, you know, because understanding involves incorporation, and it becomes part of you, and then you can interpret it and then, you know, make decisions based on that. But you need to incorporate it into your understanding first, right? And so I just could not, I just didn't have, you know, I didn't understand it. I just didn't have something to really look at and understand. And after I had someone show me this argument in a way that I could understand, that's when it was like, oh, fuck, dude. This is just not me. This is just not what I am, who I am, what I want to be, anything like this. And I just wanted to make a video about it because the next step is trying to not be so negative about because I'm not trying to be like, oh yeah, I'm feeling great today, and I'm feeling great because you're such a piece of shit. Hey, spring break, like that's not like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, how you feeling today? Looking at a loser piece of shit like you, I'm feeling great thinking about myself. Like that's not what I'm trying to say, right? That's not like you don't want the motivation for your day to be, oh, someone's worse off than you. Like, I mean, like it's nice in situations, right? But you don't want to, it seems like that could be a little bit of a slippery slope, So it's nice that I had this understanding and this moment of clarity in this person, this good conversation, right? But now it's, okay, how can I really understand that point in a context where I'm not judging it based on someone else's insecurities? So that's what I'm thinking about. Smoke grass, eat ass, deuces.